everyone, it's Destiny, and today we are going to be trying Seele, and she has her Novaflare buffs. Seele for quite some time has not been doing very well in endgame, so I am super excited to be trying her out today and checking out these new buffs, see how she's doing now. And I'd love to know, out of all the characters getting a Novaflare, which character you're the most excited for, and also is there any character that you want to get a Novaflare? Lastly, if you'd like to see some more Star Rail content from me, consider subscribing to the channel, leave a like to support today's video, and now let's get straight into it. Real quick before we try out Seele, I really just want to go over her changes real fast. So Seele got quite a lot of changes right here. Some very notable ones is when it comes to her traces, and then also how her resurgence works now. So starting off with this trace right here, Nightshade got completely changed. So now instead of reducing the chance of being attacked by enemies, Seele will be able to increase her damage dealt whenever she defeats an enemy, and this will stack up to 3 times. So she can increase her damage dealt by 150%, and this will also last for 3 turns, which we should be able to get this buff essentially at all times as long as there's enough mobs on the field for us to just defeat with Seele. Now, as for her skill, something really cool with Seele right here is not only did she increase the duration of her speed buff and then also the multiplier of her skill, whenever an ally attacks an enemy and the target's current HP is 50% or below, Seele will automatically use her skill on that target. This is going to be really good just for increasing how many times Seele is going to attack here, and we're going to see this in action very soon. Seele's ultimate multiplier increased, which is awesome, so now she's just dealing more damage. For her talent, now the damage boost is going to be for 3 turns instead of 1 turn. For her technique is now a guaranteed crit hit. As for her Eidolons, her E1, now the damage will also ignore 20% of the target's defense, so depending on your team, you could have quite a lot of defense shred going on. As for her E6, now we have true damage involved. As I mentioned, how enemy targets in Butterfly Flurry will initially take 1 instance of true damage equal to 30% of Seele's ultimate damage after receiving an attack. And when this target under the Butterfly Flurry state is defeated by any target, Seele's talent will also trigger. So her E6 got a pretty powerful buff as well. So I'm just really excited to try out Seele here. Now that we've gone over Seele's buffs, for today's showcase, we're going to be using Seele, Cerydra, Heng, and Sparkle. And if you'd like, you can absolutely use different supports or a different sustain of your choosing. And with Seele here, her nose literally disappeared. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to be beating up Argenti. I have beaten up Argenti so many times the past few years at this point that I'm starting to kind of feel bad, but it's okay. Also, right off the bat, Seele unleashed a skill onto an enemy. We are just going to use her skill once again. Wha-bam! There we go. And Seele is going to be able to unleash a lot of skills during this showcase here. We're going to be able to just use Heng, and we're going to also use his ultimate right here. Deal some more damage onto these enemies. Soul Dragon's gonna come in, awesome. And with Cerydra, we can just get another point right there. With Sparkle here, what I'm going to do is use her skill, follow up with the ultimate, and also follow up with Cerydra's ultimate as well. We're going to just give the buffs with Sparkle's ultimate, and with Cerydra, we're going to get more points here. We're going to be able to take advantage of the double skill with Cerydra very soon. So which enemy shall face my wrath here? I'm gonna go with the little Furbobo right here. Goodbye, Furbobo! All right, look how many Seele attacks we got in a row right now. We have 3 attacks. There we go, boom, and we have another attack. Just look at all these attacks lined up. Boom! And now we have another one. Okay, Seele, we have the ultimate. I'm going to get rid of this bug, and it is gonna blow up. And bam, there we go. And now we're about to have another Seele skill here in a moment. Oh, never mind, that just killed them. Okay, now with Seele, I can literally take another turn. There we go. And now she's going to have another turn. All right, with Seele here, bam, there we go. Another Furbobo defeated. I don't even know if their name is Furbobo, because I know there's Furbobo Weekly, but I don't think the little raccoons are named Furbobo. Okay, another bug. Bam, and we almost have 6 points of charge again to use a double skill with Cerydra. We also almost defeated this whole wave and essentially just back-to-back Seele attacks here. So we're gonna use the ultimate. Boom! There we go. Bug is gonna blow up, and now we're on to the next wave of enemies right here. Soul Dragon comes in. With Heng, we can just basic, and we can also advance forward Seele here. With Seele, I can just use her skill. And now we're gonna have our back-to-back follow-ups once again. Oh my gosh, this is just so cool to see. Go, Seele, go! Destroy them! They stand no chance against my Seele here. We're just gonna keep going. Boom, there we go. And we're also getting a bunch of energy for Heng here because he's also having a good time. Because Seele is the bond mate, so Seele is just gonna keep getting more and more energy for Heng here. I just want to use Heng's ultimate. I literally can't because Seele just keeps going. Boom! Okay, finally, Heng ultimate. Let's freaking go. All right, well, bam! And now it's Seele's turn again. It is always Seele's turn. Her Novaflare buffs are just so cool. All right, now it's Cerydra once again. There we go. We can also use the ultimate. And boop, there we go. All right, Seele will be lined up for her double skill soon. And thankfully, since we have Heng on the team, we're fine with our shields. They're literally not breaking through our shields right now, which is pretty good. There we go. All right, back to destroying these little chickens. Boop, there we go. And we also have now the double skill from Cerydra, and we're still getting more points to be able to take advantage of the double skill again very soon. Okay, there we go. 3 out of 6 now. And now the ultimate, I can just defeat another chicken here. 1,000,000 damage right there from Seele, and another skill. All right, this is gonna kick in, and you guessed it, another skill. All right, there we go. Can one of my team members please reduce these enemies' HP enough? Oh no! Seele goes right under that. Wait, actually, I lied. My Sparkle of Sand, so we're gonna go right above the 3 as well. Can we actually move on to the Argenti phase with this many cycles remaining? Let's see. All right, we're gonna do that with Cerydra here. We're gonna have 8 out of 6 points. There we go. All right, I don't mind the damage. That is fine. I'm also gonna just break all these little chickens here. There we go. All right, it's just gonna keep attacking me. That's fine though. I'm about to massacre your chickens. I'm sorry. Here comes another one. And another one. It just keeps going. It's non-stop. And another one. I'm sorry. I'm like destroying a family of chickens right now. Oh my gosh. We're about to get the double skill as well. Okay, go Seele, go. And bam. Okay. Now another skill, and then we have the double skill. There we go. Time for my double skill. Okay. And now another one, and we also have the ultimate. And let's see, we can get rid of this chicken. All right, 5% on the big guy here. Can we one-shot the big guy? Or should I just go for another chicken? Let's see if we can one-shot the big guy. Come on, Seele. Well, bam! Yeah, let's go! We one-shot the big guy. Okay, we're on Argenti phase now. Oh, Argenti is not gonna have a good time with Seele here. Seele is going to just destroy these. And the thing is, we can still trigger our extra skill here when they're at 50% HP. So, boop, there we go. Another one. So that's gonna get destroyed. And now we have another skill ready to go. I'm going to attack this one right here. There we go. Soul Dragon's gonna come in. With Cerydra, we can just set up like so. And of course, these things around Argenti are a bit more beefy, so we might not have as many skills back to back like as you all just saw, but it's perfectly fine. We're still gonna be able to get a very nice score with this team right here. We also have 7 out of 6 points for Seele, and we're also really close to getting her ultimate, which is awesome. All right. Oh, so close to getting the Sparkle ultimate, but we didn't get it. It's fine though. And boop, there we go. Now that's gonna kick in. I am gonna use the Seele ultimate in a moment here. Oh my gosh, never mind. Seele is about to go crazy. She has so many attacks back to back. And now we're gonna destroy this one right here. And boom, there we go. And now we have another Seele attack ready to go. Boop. We're also getting more energy for Sparkle as well. I forgot to mention that. Okay, wait, I'm out of skill points. No, wait. Can the basic attack kill? Yes, the basic attack. Let's go. All right, Soul Dragon time. With Cerydra, once again, now we have enough points. And with Sparkle here, I can actually use her ultimate, advance everyone forward. And we also have the Seele ultimate, so let's just go straight for it. I'm going to get rid of this little thing right here. There we go. And I believe the ultimate just one-shots them, which is pretty nice. And now we're back to the Seele montage here. So there we go. and another one. All right, we have more barriers here. And now I can actually just basic attack this. Uh-oh. Give me the ultimate. Yes, I got the ultimate. Can we one-shot this? Let's see. Boom. Oh, yes. Yeah, we do perfectly one-shot them. Okay, now we can get rid of another one. Or rather, we can just trigger another skill. But Seele's turn is about to come up again, so we can just keep going. And boom. And another one. This is just so much freaking fun. Just seeing Seele go crazy here. All right, now we have 6 out of 6 points once again, and now Seele can just do her thing. Boop. We defeated that one, which means now we can easily defeat another one. Oh shoot, we got it. We got that one too. All right, go Don Heng. Just reduce their toughness for us, and now we can get rid of this one. Honestly, I don't even think it matters which ones I'm attacking. As long as I'm just defeating them, we're good to go. We're gonna hit this one right here. There we go. Another Seele turn. And boom. Now that's gonna kick in once again. We're already at 33,000 points and we still have 2 cycles left. So yeah, we're definitely, I think, gonna get this 40k, no problem. We could just break that one. Now, Seele, it is your time to shine. Also, for those that are curious, I actually have an energy regen rope on my Seele. The reason I'm doing this is so that she can just keep getting more and more energy from defeating the enemies we're facing. And of course, we're getting nice attack buffs from Cerydra, we're getting nice attack buffs from Don Heng, and also Sparkle. So we're pretty good on the attack department, and we have the damage boost from Seele's own kit thanks to the Novaflares. So we have quite a lot of buffs going on right now. Okay, there we go. With Cerydra, we already have enough points, so this is perfectly fine. We will be able to advance forward our Seele in a moment here. Oh, that's not good. I don't need the barrier on you. It's okay. What we could do is just attack this one here. There we go. That was able to defeat it. And then we have another skill. Oh, nice. We can actually use the Cerydra ultimate here. Oh, wait, the barrier broke on our Genti. Never mind. We can also use the Seele ultimate too. So with Cerydra, we get more points here. Actually, we might be able to trigger the double skill once again. All right, boom, there we go. And another skill will be coming up soon. With Seele here, we could just use the ultimate. We're getting all this energy for Sparkle and Don Heng. It's great. And another one. We could just basic attack on this one right here. And now with Don Heng, we could just destroy the toughness of all these shields. Soul Dragon will come in. And we could just basic right here with Cerydra. I'm just going to skill once again, give another point. And now it's Seele's time once again. Boom! And now we have a bunch of attacks in a row. Oh, is our Genti's HP actually the lowest here? Because we just attacked our Genti. Okay. Go, Seele! Oh, so close to defeating that one, but we didn't quite do it. It's fine though, just do that. With Sparkle, we can use her ultimate, and we'll also be able to advance forward the entire team. Push up Seele here, there we go. We might be able to clear this before going into the last cycle. So let's see what we could do here. Oh no, the barrier again. Okay, that's a lot of barrier, but let's see, we could just break it. Now with Seele, once again. And boom, there we go. Another one. Okay, now we have the double skill. So what I could do once again is just skill. Now we got more barrier. Now Seele will go for another attack. Oh my gosh, our Genti has 1% HP. Yes, we were able to do it before going into the 0 cycle here. I really love Seele in Pure Fiction. This is so much freaking fun. Oh my gosh, she just does so many attacks. Seele's turn is just forever. And there we go. We beat our Genti, 40k points. That was definitely a lot of fun. But now let's check out the builds for today's video. All right, so here we have Seele. She is running attack boots. And if your crit rate or your crit damage is lower, that is perfectly fine. If anything, I would try your best to try to get as close to 100% crit rate within battle, as this will ensure that she is hitting her crits as frequently as possible. Which, if we take a look at her Eidolons, I actually did not activate any of them for today, but for her E1, if you did have this, then this can also help out with her crit rate to get closer to 100%. But here's just the rest of the build. We are using energy regen rope once again, as this will allow her to get even more energy when she uses her ultimate. Trace is maxed out. We are are using In the Night, but if you'd like, you can use the free-to-play option Cruising the Stellar Sea. And of course, if you have alternative hunt light cones, that is also an option you can go with. For her relics, we're just using Rootlet Arena and then Genius of Brilliant Stars. And once again, she is E0. With Cerydra, here she is. She does have her signature light cone, but if you would like, you can use this free-to-play option right here. For her traces, they're maxed out. For her relics, we're using Lushaka and then Ordeal, and for her Eidolons, also E0. Now we have Heng. Here he is. He does have his signature, but if you'd like, you can definitely use On the Fall of an Aeon. Traces maxed out. Relics, we're just using Lushaka and Self-Enshrouded, and for his Eidolons, he's also E0. And lastly, we have Sparkle. Here she is. He has Dance. Traces maxed out. Relics, we're just using Lushaka and Eagle, and for her Eidolon, she is also E0. Since we have Energy Regen Rope on Seele, she is getting a lot of attack from Cerydra, from Heng, and also from Sparkle. Plus, we have Lushaka on our characters as well, giving Seele even more attack for her to take advantage of. But overall, Seele's buffs, in my opinion, are very, very fun, especially in Pure Fiction. We just got to attack the enemies so many times. It was just a blast to see. I'm very excited because on my main account, I love Seele. I have her E6, so I'm very excited to try that out on my main account once version 4.2 comes out. But yeah, that'll be all for today's video. I'd love to know which character you want to get a Novaflare the most. And lastly, if you did enjoy today's video, consider subscribing to see more content from me. Leave a like to support today's video, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.